Hello out there. I've only listened to Robin a couple times. Very talented, but context, dude. Context, of course, is the way to go. And right now, this is a race against time. I just did a reaction. Don't worry about that. That's got nothing to do with this. You don't need to go watch it. It's not your thing at all. Don't worry about that. But it was like a lot of fun. I think I nailed it. And so I was celebrating, and I'm drinking some of the shots. Cat, back up, back up. And you know, there's like this time lapse. Time lapse? I guess it's already working. Where like you consume alcohol, but it hasn't hit you yet. So like I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe I can get one more reaction in because I'm like excited and I'm amped up. But I also know I took too much. So it could be, you know, 5 minutes from now or 20 minutes from now where it's like, so I was just gonna play Rocket League. I'm like, fuck it, I can play Rocket League later. Let's check out Robin. Man, I did take too much. Please don't get sick. I was so excited. I shouldn't celebrate. I shouldn't celebrate by taking copious plethoras of substances. Let's go.
I'm Robin, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2020 Loop Station.
So is he mapping it across all three so he can do harmonies by pitch shifting? I'm guessing. Like I'm trying to like learn more about the loop station, man. I see him like front loading that. So now there's like he's stacking two notes on top. Oh my god! All right, all right. I like he's got a post-it note in the back that says "drop." Oh, where? Oh, it's across the room. Where is drop? All right, then. Man, I said this on his previous videos, is that this is so, it's so very much like French music around 1250 to 1350, if I'm getting my time periods right, when Notre Dame was built. If you like this, it's not going to be beatbox, but look up Leonon and Periton right when Notre Dame Cathedral was finished being built. They wanted composers that could make music that was on the scale of the structure. Because at the time, Notre Dame was like the biggest, baddest ass thing in Europe. And so really in Western culture, you know, everything that goes through Germany, Italy, Spain, England, and then it gets transferred to the Americas, it basically all originates in France in the 13th century. And it actually is dope as fuck. I think you would not think it's dope as fuck because like there's so much shit you listen to that's old that you think like sucks. I'm telling you, them dudes in the 13th century, early 14th century, it's breathtakingly good. So also what's going on here, if I'm counting it right, is there's nothing heavy at the beginning of the measure, and then on beat 3 it hits and kind of takes off. And usually in pop music you're used to something important happening on 1 and then 3. But he has nothing important happening on 1 at all, which lets you like relax your ears, and then he just smashes you on beat 3. And the bass drum is coming on the end of 2. It sounds like 1, 2, boom, da, 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 boom. I'm just gonna stay on this kick because like his use of roots and thirds and fifths can kind of sound, not to me, but it could sound unimaginative, like, oh, roots, thirds, and fifths, those are just like regular old chords. But the actual way he's structuring the music is how people did it, whatever that is, 600 years ago, right? Because the first common note you would sing is the melody, and then people just sing in unison. And then people eventually started singing in octaves, like girls be an octave higher than the dudes. Then we started introducing fifths, and then later on thirds, and then starting to decorate the music with those harmonies. Way before, that's like, we're talking about like 200 years before you get to like someone like Bach or something. Love it. Like, what's not to love? Like, well, actually, I know what's not to love. If you're looking for like that fat ass drop, you didn't get the fat ass drop. In the sense of if the drop is a bass hitting and you losing your mind because the bass hits and your taint rattles and everyone jumps up in the air, you didn't get that. But what he did drop, he dropped time displacement, he dropped harmony, and he dropped like a super badass structure on what was going on. I've never heard anyone else do this. Not like with beatboxing, where he's really, I don't know if this is what he's thinking about, but he's really doing melodic stuff that is maybe back to like 900 AD, like late Gregorian chant, going to early or late medieval France, pre-medieval. I'm bad on my history, so I think medieval would be like 14 to 1500, something like that. Maybe that's like right before the Renaissance, but it's very much in line with that. So again, I think I said this on one of the other videos. A couple of people to check out that you're probably not going to, but check it out. I already said Leonin, Leonin. Perotin, which I think is Perotin. And then someone from the Netherlands, Johannes Ockeghem. Don't know if I can spell that. Ockeghem. Johannes Ockeghem. The Missa Prolationum. I think that's the thing. Missa Prolationum. You know what? No one stays till the end. Let's see if I can find it. Missa Prolationum. I can't remember the structure of this piece, but I think all the parts are derived from each other. We're not going to listen to all this. We're going to listen to like a couple of minutes. And you might, like, what I want you to do, I want you to like hear what I'm hearing, okay? it's not going to sound like him at all because it's not beatbox and it's not it's not 2021. But when you listen to how these 4 vocal parts interact with each other, it's really similar to how he structured his track, minus the counterpoint. Hear how like there's like a couple of vocal notes and they start like, apparently Akagim is here with us. But when you hear this, is those consonant chords that are underneath are very tight. They're very closed to voicing, and there's a little bit of decoration on it. But you gotta think this is, man, I don't remember my time with Akagim. I think it's about 1450. Let me see here, Johannes Akagim. Akagim, will it correct me? I think about 1450. He died in 1497, so that's about right. It also reminds me a lot of like some Beach Boys harmony. All right, that's all you need. If you like that, go check it out. Obviously, I have no skin in the game on Johannes Akagim. I've got no sponsorships from people from 1450. But if you like that type of music, go check it out. Go treat yourself. And if you don't, it's okay. It's not that you have to. But that, I'd say, was the continuation of a style 200 years earlier from France with Leonon and Periton. And then, of course, after that, we go into, another 150, 200 years later, we get into Bach and Buxtehude and Weiss, late Renaissance, early Baroque, which then leads us into a classical period, Mozart, right? And then to a romantic era with Beethoven, and then a modern era. And I think it helps dissect music to kind of see where it was coming from and where it's going next. And not just by listening, but by trying to actually hear what sounds similar between eras and what doesn't. And what kind of blows me away, right, is that we got someone right now in 2021 who's doing something that sounds like it's from 1450. It just has a drum track with it, right? It's like a 700-year-old melody, but with beatbox and drums. I don't know, Kat. Did I beat the alcohol? I don't know.